not play dot balls. If the ball is not fuller, not in his arc, just go for the single. Otherwise, try to hit big shots.
Yeah, the number of dots, don't have the exact figure, but it's going to be many, many more than any ODI innings you would want to see from Monty Desai and his men. Some of that has been down to what's been some exceptional Dutch fielding. Bowling's been pretty good, particularly the two spinners, and delayed actually probably the pick of the seamers, even though Kingma's picked up a wicket more than him. There has been some what you'd describe as relatively naive batting, isn't there? And aside last year, like Nepal, who were one monstrous win, they completely hammered the Dutch the one time they won the toss, and then the two games that they lost the toss.
We don't often see Karan Casey play those neat shots. A powerful man just played it right under the nose of Scott Edwards. Exactly the same, under the nose. That is what it is called.
The greatest piece of glove work, wasn't it? I don't think it would have quite carried, but he could have certainly stopped the boundary. Now the crowd roars as they want to see some fireworks from KC. Been so subdued, so unusually, uncharacteristically subdued because of the match situation, Paresh.
Yes, a very subdued muscle man, Karan Casey, the Valentine boy. He'll have to play that innings that he played 2018, February 14th, to get the ODI status for Nepal.
Slower ball. Nice little change up from Kingma. The leg cutter. I think KC picked it, but he didn't know quite how to deal with it.
That was a very smart change by Bhim and Kingma. Reducing the pace of the ball. Hit it straight to backward point. Karan Casey couldn't get full toll of the ball. Batting on off stump. Wants to use the crease to get into the arc.
Down the leg side, that's flicked the thigh pad, maybe the flap of the pad, so it won't be a wide. Better glove work this time from Edwards. Feels like every time just a small thing has gone Nepal's way. They found a boundary, they haven't been able to back it up.
Yeah, not even a single rotation of the strike after the first ball was hit for a boundary. 3 dot balls after that. Can they at least get 170 to 175 runs or even 180? That can be a very fighting total.
Well, I think they'd take 180 right now. They'd walk off. They wouldn't play out these last 20 deliveries. They'd be delighted with that. Should be a couple here. KC will get back comfortably. He's gone a bit finer there, hasn't he, deep third, because of the edge that went for 4, and Kingma thinks it should have been 1. KC gets a brace to get to double figures.
Yeah, it's turning out to be a decent over for Nepal. 6 runs coming off the first 5 balls. 153 for 8. It all started well for Nepal after losing the toss and put to bat first. 42-run opening stand between Kushal Bhurtel and Asif Sheikh. After that, the wickets tumbling down.
Now the crowd come to life. And they'll roar the wide that will be signalled as well. Got to give them credit. They're trying to do everything they can to just get some kind of a pressure onto the Dutch.
It was very wide. You can see the red marker there, the wide marker. It went way outside the line. Vivian Kingma has done pretty well, taken 2 first wickets of Nepal, Asif Sheikh and Anil Shah.
Another slower ball, another big cheer. And the fielder decides to not risk the overthrow. It means that KC will keep. Ball, the third last over of the first innings. Edwards trying to give him as much protection as possible down the ground, so it means that third man and fine leg are both up in the circle, but there's a deep cover, a long off, a long on, a deep mid wicket and a deep backwards square leg, and just as I say that, long off will come up into the circle. So if Levitt goes full, KC loves hitting down the ground. This has to be the area that he will target. Can Nepal find a flourish in this over? Not just one boundary, can they find a couple?
Right here, my team.
Levitt is shown, just with a kind of stump-to-stump line, medium pace, how difficult run scoring has been here.
Yeah, not giving that pace to KC to go under the ball, rolling his fingers toward the ball. Michael Levitt has done pretty well for his team. There is a fielder inside the 30-yard circle, the mid-off fielder. If Karan KC can go over the head of mid-off fielder.
Tries to go into the leg side instead, but that's where the protection is, so just be a single. There's no one in the ring barring short fine on the leg side, so there's not just ones to the leg side, there should be tip and runs for twos. Nepal might be best just targeting 8 or 9 per over. If they got, well, 9 from each of the last 3 overs, they'll get up to that 180 mark that you would like, Paresh. Long way to go to get there, though. Probably just be a single straight to long on.
This is very good captaincy by Scott Edwards. The 3 boundary riders on the leg side, long on, deep mid-wicket and deep square leg. Apart from the 45 on the leg side behind the stumps, there are no fielders inside the 30-yard circle on the leg side. 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle on the offside. Backward point, short extra and mid-off.
Does get that length he wants. It's the signature KC shot, and he gets enough of it to finally bring the crowd into raptures and into the game. They're on their feet up in the crowd, and it's one of their very favourite, Karan KC.
Yeah, got it in his arc and hit it very straight like an arrow towards the side screen. Very good pickup shot by Karan KC. His copyright shot, that is.
Pressure on 20-year-old Levitt. Can KC get another? He's going to try to. How much of this has he got? Oh, it's gone miles! All the way over the VIP tent, back-to-back maximums. The innings, Paresh.
300 deliveries, 200 dot balls.
The umpired square leg. It was a slower ball bouncer bowled into the surface, didn't go over the head. Back-to-back dots, Deleda and Kingma doing a job in the last 2 here.
Yes, very smart bowling by Deleda, very experienced campaigner. Off cutter, hit into the deck very hard.
Very clever. Doesn't look great, but very effective. KC hits it to long on, who's going to hold on. Didn't get it out of the middle, and Deleda and the Dutch of the last laugh. And again, another side, the 6th consecutive one, has been bowled all out inside their 50 overall.